Scrappy friends, a big welcome to my channel today and to the SpiegelMom Scraps channel today. It's Melinda here with you. I am sharing my very last page for 2021 for SpiegelMom Scraps with you, and I have dived into a couple of the Pigment splash kits. I'm showing you here the products that I'm working with. And I have completely forgotten their names. I know this one is Shimmers When Skies Are Grey, and it is this stunning bluey, grey, it's beautiful colour. And I'm going to see, I've got a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock here that I've cut down to a 6 by 12 inch strip and two 6 by 6 squares. And I am just going to apply colour to these using a paintbrush. And then I'm going to use these pieces to back a cut file. The cut file that I'm using today, I have cut on matte silver cardstock, and it is of course a cut to cut file, and it is called I've forgotten, but I'll make sure I link it below. So I'm starting with this colour here. I had to get that pink one. It's one of the products that comes dry and you have to add water to activate it, so I am just getting that activated while I work on my other two colours here. This colour is called So Bluetiful. Yes, I said that correctly, Bluetiful. This is an absolute gorgeous colour. The shimmer in it is stunning. Because I wanted all the colours to kind of look similar-ish, as in like the application, I am using a paintbrush for this one as well. I've just tipped a little bit into my little palette here, and I have to add, I think I end up adding 2 or 3 coats of this colour just to make sure that I get a deep enough colour for what I want. And so you can see the difference that makes straight away there. So I'm just adding a second colour. Look at the shine there, isn't it stunning? And then I'm going to go on to this pink colour. Now it is a very, very light pink colour. My photos don't quite do this page justice either. I've really tried, so I've done the best that I can, but you can see how light that is, and I end up adding I think 4 or 5 coats of this particular colour, but I get this beautiful soft baby pink, and here it is. You can see my cut file is all back there. It is, isn't it a stunning pink colour? And these colours all work so beautifully together. I have got my photo here. It's a little bit smaller than a 4x6, and it is of myself from my husband's work Christmas party this year. We were lucky enough to go on a river cruise in our city, and I bought this new dress, and I absolutely love this dress. I had an idea in my mind that I wanted to get something pink, and then I found this. One shoulder dresses are one of my favourites. I don't know why, I just love them. I think they're stunning. And so then when I found this, I was just like, I have to have this dress. So that's the dress I wore. And I thought that I would just scrap this selfie. So for my background, I've got some textured white cardstock here. And I'm using that When Skies Are Grey Shimmers product and a little piece of packaging. And I'm working my way slowly around. You saw me trace that butterfly and where my photo was going. Slowly around that outline. I wanted to add something that wasn't pink and something that wasn't that bright, So Bluetiful colour. It is stunning, but not quite the right colour for this page. And this dries back to a really, it's called When Skies Are Grey. It is this beautiful bluey grey colour, and I love it. I love how it looks. So I do bring the cut file back in a couple of times and check that it's all going fine, looking good. And then I'm going to add splatters. So I'm starting again with that When Skies Are Grey. Again, I've just put some onto the packaging and using a smaller paintbrush and adding splatters all the way around. And then I'm going to move on to, so this is from one of the other colour kits. This is Hi Ho Silver Blings, and this silver is gorgeous. And so you can see I'm just mixing that up with a tiny bit of water into the lid. I just wanted it to be a little bit more fluid so that I could add splatters, which I'm going to do here. They do go on and they look quite dark, but they do dry to a beautiful silver colour. I'm going to add those. And I think this colour is called cheeky pink or something like that. So I'm just mixing that up, making sure it's nice and thick. And like the colours mixed into the water, you can see there, my hubby bought me cheese and crackers. And I'm just going to go in with some splatters. Now, because this is such a much lighter colour, I have added some bigger splatters of this as well. But I love how this background looks in the end. I think it worked out really well. Just checking that I'm all good with that. I'm going to pop my background aside to dry. And then I'm going to work on my layers. So I've got some tissue paper behind my photo. And I've also popped it up on some scrap cardboard. And I managed to get glue on it because it's what I'm good at. Got a 6-inch doily here. When I showed my eldest son, bless his little cotton socks, I was like, oh, do you want to see the page that I ended up finishing that I started yesterday? He was like, oh, yes, please, Mum. And he went, oh, Mum, that's so pretty. He goes, and it's so you. It really suits you. Bless him. I obviously had some leftovers of my the paper I used to back my cut file, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I managed to cut off the wrong corner. I wanted to use this as a layer behind my photo, so you can see I am just piecing this together using a little bit of glue, and then I will trim it down to fit, which you don't need to watch, but you can't even see the join anywhere, which is great. But I did have to use some washi tape on the back just to make sure that it wasn't going to not stick. Some glue onto my doily. Sorry for my big head. At least it's rainbow coloured. So it is that time of year in between Christmas and New Year when everyone kind of is not sure what day it is, who they are, what they're meant to be doing. It's a case of, have I actually got nothing to do, or have I missed something in my calendar? I go back to work in the new year, and I'm super excited that I've got so much time off, especially considering I work in retail. I feel very lucky. I'm sticking my cut file down. You saw that I had added my ATG, and I also added some Scotch tacky glue because it's got so much mixed media in the background. I wanted to make sure it's stuck. The sequin mix in the Pigment splash kit that I'm using is the Snowflake one. What's it called? Snowflakey. The colour kit is sold out, but the Snowflakey sequins are still available in the store, so make sure you go and grab them. And remember, code Melinda15 will get you 15% off your next purchase. 2 of the colour kits are still available in the store. This one that I've used today isn't, but the one that's got the silver paint in it is still available, and so is the other one that's got some other stunning products in it. Wasn't sure what if I was going to use a collection or my scraps or how I was going to work this page, but out of nowhere it hit me and I was like, Coco Villa Studio Midnight. It's my most favourite collection of theirs, I think. So I'm going to use that. I don't have a lot left. I've got some flowers that have been fussy cut, and I'm going to lay those around my photo. Again, there's a bit of fussing, and I don't make you watch all that. It's not fun. But I'm going to layer these photos in, and when I stick everything down, I use a combination of some flat. I use also some of the Big Mama tape. I use both the Big Mama 1, the original one, which is slightly thinner, and the number 2 as well. They're so good. Santa very kindly bought me some non-stick scissors, and they are the best thing ever. So I love them. They're so good. Decided to go with my title as Shine, and I'm going to pop that one up. I wanted to add one of these little word strip stickers, but they are clear stickers, so I've gone and grabbed some white cardstock, and I'm sticking that down and trimming around it. I'm going to cut it in half as well. going to pop that one up on foam. Now, if you can hear that music, it is the ice cream man obviously driving past my house. If you are not in Australia or in Western Australia, we have had a stinking hot, massively huge hot heat wave the last few days. I think we've hit 3 or 4 days over 40 degrees, and that is Celsius. My friends that use Fahrenheit, we have hit over 40 degrees Celsius, I think 3 or 4 days in a row. So it's been a very hot summer so far. We wondered where it was to start with, and then all of a sudden, boom. Yes, very, very warm to say the least. So the ice cream truck is definitely, I'm sure, very busy at the moment. Enough about that. I'm going to finish off my page with some sequins here. I am being particular about which sequins I'm using. I just took a little bit of time and pulled out the ones I wanted, making sure, I'm sorry, anyone that doesn't see a problem with this, pulled out all the snowflakes that I'm not going to use on this particular page. I'm sure I can find something for them. And I am going to strategically place these so they look like they fell there. I'm going to use my Scotch Tacky Glue and my Pick Me Up tool by Silhouette to stick all of my sequins down. And then I'm going to add my journaling to the right hand side of my photo with a silver pen. And that is going to wrap up my page. I hope that you have enjoyed my share today. Make sure you do head over to the SpiegelMom Scrap shop to get all of your sequin sparkly needs, as well as your pigment splash kits, your foam tape, all of the amazing stuff that's available in store. Code Melinda15 will get you 15% off. As always, thank you ever so much for stopping by and spending your crafty time with me. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have any questions, please make sure you leave them below. And as this is, I think, my final video for 2021, thank you ever so much for all of your support this year, all of your kind words and comments, all of your watches. I really, truly do appreciate it, and I am looking forward to what 2022 brings. Have a fabulous new year, and I shall see you next year.